Hello, once again it is Miss Samantha Daphne, your environmental activist. I welcome you back. It has been a while. Then we are back with a very interesting topic. We all know that this is a period where we have the water and environment week walk. And with me today I have a special guest. He's going to introduce himself. Then we continue with what we have for you. So you're welcome.
Yes, thank you so much. My name is Joel Grace, and by profession, I'm an environmentalist. Today we are here to talk about the Uganda Water and Environment Week, most particularly the walk from Bulisa to the Ministry of Water and Environment, and also shedding more light about the theme of the walk, which is water and environment resources for enhanced resilience and improved income and livelihoods. So we shall be shedding more light about that. Yeah, and I believe the session will be insightful. Thank you.
Wow. So I have an expert for you, an expert in environment, and he has said it all. Like, we are going to discuss more about the work that has been organized by the Ministry of Water and Environment in Uganda. So, as he has said, the theme of the week is water and environment resources for enhanced resilience and improved incomes and livelihoods. So, Mr. Grace, let's start with water management. So, about this theme, what do you talk about water management? How can it contribute to enhanced resilience and livelihoods in the community?
Thank you so much. I have to say that I'm very happy that we are discussing such a topic at such a period of time where we are having we are actually like countrywide witnessing the impacts of climate change, most especially the increased temperatures. And at such a period, we also want to talk about water management. In other words, looking at how water management can improve the livelihoods of people. So, like, we all know that water is one of the most critical resources that we do need, we as humans, to survive, and also other let's say animals, or even like the whole environment to life. Water is a very critical component that we do need. And when we talk about livelihoods, in other words, most of the times we are looking at the well-being of people. Yes, how are we living? It be the food we are eating, it be the air we are breathing, it be where we are sleeping, like the incomes and what and everything, anything to do with the well-being of people, that we do classify it as livelihoods. So you have asked me to talk about how water can improve the livelihoods of people. First of all, we have to acknowledge that like here in Uganda, we are like our economy is so much dependent on agriculture, and we do know that the agriculture that we are having, it is subsistence, where we have irrigation and what, but most of the times it is subsistent. And for it to be sustained, that means we do need water. Like, water is one of the most it is one of the resources that are needed for that agriculture to thrive. So the moment we are managing water properly, and that means we shall have like a higher output for the people who are engaged in agriculture, and that in the long run will increase their incomes. And after increasing their incomes, of course, they will be in position to meet other needs. So that the chain is quite long, looking at how how farmers need water and how they end up getting that output and everything. But also we get to realize that like when we are when we are talking about livelihoods and water management, I can give a case study like of the open water sources that we are having around Kampala.
Yeah.
You get to realize that they are polluted with plastics, with effluents, they are like the water resources that we are having here, most especially the ones that are open water sources. They are, I can't say it, someone can go there and get water and directly take it. That is a very, like, it's a very big claim. However, if we are properly managing those water resources, that means we are reducing on the cost of treating such water, for it be domestic or even any other uses. So, like, in the long run, whenever we are managing water properly, then it is always a plus to our livelihoods. Yeah, and then one other thing is that we do talk about water management, but like, some people will also ask, how do we manage water?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that is something we do need to talk about, and like, the best way we can do it, for people in urban settings, we do have to ensure that we always fix our leaking taps, because the moment they are leaking every now and then we are losing water, and that is not proper water management. Or even like, for sources which are open, you will find people are dumping their wastes and what.
Yeah.
So, we still have a great task in front of us of creating that awareness, so that people can know that water resources should be conserved and protected, and like, this dumping and even, yeah, like, introducing these other pollutants into the water is, it always comes with a cost at their livelihoods. Yeah, thanks.
And thank you so much. That's a nice information, and I think our dear viewers hope you're getting this, because wow, his explanation is so fascinating. And you have heard about water management. So again, when we manage water properly and its sources, we also avoid water disasters. Did you know about that?
Yeah, yeah.
Because in most parts of the country in Uganda, people, they have failed to manage water and its sources, and after they complain that water white, but because of poor handling or poor management or mismanagement of water disasters are being faced. So if in the case we manage water and its sources very well in our country, we are going to avoid such complaints or such disasters. As we continue, this work is happening. It has already happened.
Yes.
So how does it fit into environmental conservation?
Yes, thank you so much for that. First of all, we do have to acknowledge that like, action for the environment always comes along with collective and collective efforts and transformative action. So, like, most people you will find most people asking, so after walking, what next? But of course, for every other challenge that we are facing, if we are to address it, then we need to engage people who are always affected. So, like, this work we are talking about, the Uganda Water and Environment Week work, which will be stretching from Bulisa then to the Ministry of Water and Environment. Mainly, people will be working, but as they create awareness about the different environmental challenges that we are being faced with today, inclusive of this strong sunshine, inclusive of the shifting weather patterns. It's a whole lot of challenges that our environment is faced with, and to address them, of course, we need to engage everyone. So, like, this work, it will be like a platform for bringing together different stakeholders, the academia, people in the civil society, people in the civil societies. We saw, like, last time when the work was being flagged off from Bulisa, we had representatives of Ministry of Water and Environment joining the workers. So it is not just about working, but it is working for a purpose, for which that purpose is conserving the environment. So as we work, we get to identify some of the challenge, like some of the gaps that still lie in environmental conservation, as we also advocate for like closing those gaps. So that is basically what the work is about, and I actually do call upon every other person who can to participate in that work for the good of our environment. Maybe one other thing about that is that I have been hearing some people saying, so is it just walking? Is it the work that is being organized alone? No. Of course, it's a whole lot of activities, and the work is just part of them. Yeah, there are tree planting activities, there are cleanups, there are awareness campaigns. So the work is also one of the activities, but it serves as a call to action for conserving the environment.
Wow, thank you so much. Because sometimes when I had the walk, I was so happy. I thought maybe we are going to just, having fun. When we are still young, when they say there is something, maybe someone is coming, you have to go. That walk, when you're going to that particular place, there's a lot of comedy, a lot of fun. But then it's about environment. Our dear viewers out there, just know it's an awareness walk towards conservation of our environment. So thank you so much, our dear guest of today. Actually, you're giving us much content. So yeah, so as we continue, like in this shift of the work, what are the expected challenges and opportunities? Like in case you're seeing like from your point of view and say, I predict this, or this may happen, this may not happen, opportunities and challenges for any person who is going to participate in it. Because remember, some of us we may go and join it, but our expectations may not be met. Never know me, I want to join the work because I want connections, and I may not get the connections. Maybe people expecting allowances, they may not get allowances. So what are the challenges and the opportunities that this work is going to create?
You will allow me to start with the opportunities. Of course, just like I said that this is a call to action for us to conserve the environment. One of the opportunities that are there is that it is like it serves as a platform for meeting, I can call it like-minded individuals, people who are passionate about the environment, people who are enthusiastic about taking action for the environment or action for the climate or even any other environmental challenge. So that is one of the opportunities that this work will come along with. And also one other opportunity that the work presents to us is that people are bringing up their voices. We won't just be walking, but as we are raising awareness and as we are capturing the voices of the different people who are engaged, who are being, who are participating in the work, then their voices will be captured. And I believe that is something that is very good, because most of the times we tend to approach some of the problems using it's a top to bottom approach, but and we end up not getting the opinions of the people in the grassroots communities. But as we are working and as we are engaging different people from different walks of life, then we shall have the voices of different people captured about what they think should be done, or where they see the challenges, or even giving the recommendations that they feel are fit for conserving the environment. Yes, and then like shedding more light about the challenges, we have to bear the fact that the work, of course, it is it's a long stretch. Yeah, from the people who made the mapping, it's about 317 kilometers. So you see, someone who started from Belize walking to Kampala, it is quite a long distance, and it's not easy to cover. So you will find that maybe some people, as they are walking, they are having some health complications, maybe with the walks, but that is also, but I believe all those are bearable. And then some other challenges, of course, some people come into the work, but with different I can say with different views. We are saying conservation, but also maybe someone who is targeting some other activities. They might also join the workers, and by the time you get to realize it's something that was intended for working for the environment, you find people rooting or what. Yeah, of course, that is also a big challenge. People come along, but you find that their intentions do not match like what we do expect from the people who will be working.
Wow. Thank you. By the way, he said about people may come with different reasons in the world. Me, I'm passionate about environment. I'm not coming for connections. So, dear viewers, me, I'm passionate about
No,
environment.
connections are also there, and we do need them, of course, to life. Yeah. We need to get the right people to connect with. Yeah.
Now I want to handshake with the Ministry of Water and Environment. I'm coming, sir. So, as we say, there's something that has kept my mind, but I again remember it. It's a question. So, as you see, it's environment, then water, conservation
Yes.
for income and livelihoods. So, in most cases, as we see, we may the ministry might have organized this work, but have they put efforts to engage these community-led initiatives? Because remember, these community-led initiatives most at local bases, like they are so paramount, like they're so needed. So why do you talk about community-led initiatives in the way of conservation of water and environment? Because now
Yes, thank you once again. And then I have to say that when it comes to conserving the environment, just like you said, we cannot give a blind eye to community-led initiatives, because they are the basis of the whole thing, what we call environment action. Of course, everything comes back to the communities. Even if we are advocating, even if we are saying that we want policy reforms, at the end of the day, everything will come back to the grassroots communities. So, like talking about how community-led initiatives are promoting water and environment conservation. Like if I'm to give an example, in most of the local communities where we do not have this piped water, and you know, you will find that people are accessing water from open water sources, but it is always their responsibility to go there and make sure that the water is clean. So you see, it is a community-led initiative of cleaning wells, and in the long run, they will access clean water. Of course, it may not be very clean, but it can be consumed, and its effects are less compared to those of are less compared to when those water sources would not be clean. So community-led initiatives, they are like actually the foundation of this whole lot of things that we are talking about, and it takes a lot of forms, just like cleaning is one of them. We have had community-led initiatives where people are focusing at creating awareness, and they do educate like the people in their own communities, and also like when it comes to environment management, specifically natural resources, it be a forest. We have very many forests around Uganda that are managed by communities, or even like NFA, whenever it is like NFA or even other conservation agencies, you will find that they always put the community at the center. Actually, nowadays they call it a people-centered approach. We do place people at the center of our conservation efforts. So you will find that people, like everything we are doing is aimed at improving their livelihoods, but not just improving their livelihoods, but also making them to feel a sense of ownership of these resources. So whenever they feel that they own resources, then they can, they are always motivated to protect them, and they are always like they always strive so hard to make sure that these resources are used in the most sustainable way.
Wow, that's so nice. So our dear leaders in those big offices, let's also, as you have said,